the 40-yard line. They might give him the 41. Great momentum by Charlie Jones to catch that on the run, and he carried it 32 yards on the run back.
I agree with you, Dan. He hit that hole, man. He was humming when he got to the line where the blockers were performing for him, and they performed admirably. Everybody did a good job. Everybody had a hat on a hat.
Orlando Brown Jr., Dylan Fairchild, Ted Karras, Lucas Patrick, and Amarius Mims, the offensive line for the Bengals to begin the game. The first play is an inside handoff. Chase Brown running up the gut along the right side hash marks, and he picks up 3 yards.
The Washington Commanders pretty much up to the task on that first run. Interesting that the Bengals decided to run the ball between the tackles and watch these guards work. Front side and back side. Can get moving on the front side. Can you cut people off on the back side?
Double tight ends in for Cincinnati. Noah Fant to the left. Drew Sample to the right. Mike Gesicki still out with a hamstring injury. Out of a pistol formation, Sample goes in motion. Burrow throws. Caught behind the line by Chase Brown. Accelerates and gets close to the 50. He stopped short of the first down by a couple of yards, and the Bengals will be looking at third down and about 2. Safety Quan Martin making the tackle.
Quan Martin did a good job. Drew Sample came in motion across the backfield and turned it up right as the ball was snapped and picked up the Washington Redskin defender and played off that block very well. It was one-on-one in space. Defense won that battle.
Samaje Perine in at running back. Tanner Hudson and Andre Yosivash are on the field for the first time. Burrow straight back to throw. Swings it out to the left. A sliding attempt by Tanner Hudson. He makes the catch, and he's just past the line to gain for a Bengals first down.
Boy, Tanner Hudson, he's got Joe Burrow's full confidence. Joe Burrow likes to throw to Tanner Hudson. He likes the way he runs his routes. He likes the way he presents himself as an open and available target. Are they going to review this? Nope. What are they doing? They are.
They saying no catch on the sliding attempt by Tanner Hudson. Looks like that's the case. So originally ruled a completion, but now looks like it's no longer a first down catch.
That might be challenged. If they can.
So that makes it
but
fourth. Yeah, it's 4th down and 3, and the Bengals are going to go for it close to midfield. They might not do this in a regular season game,
right?
But they will do it here. Chase and Yosivash out to the left. Tanner Hudson and T. Higgins out to the right. Burrow waits for the shotgun snap from Ted Karras. On 4th down and 3, Chase Brown lines up to the left of Burrow. Joe with a long count. We'll see if the Bengals are just trying to draw Washington offside on 4th and 3. And sure enough, it worked.
Got him.
Dylan Fairchild thrust his right arm in the air as Frankie Luvu came early and made contact with the Bengals left guard.
Great job by Fairchild. He just he stood
Future
in
zone infraction number 4 of the defense. The 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
He stood in there, and you know you're going to get smoked, and that's not something that you enjoy doing necessarily when you're an offensive lineman. If you do draw a defensive player offside, you know you're going to take a shot, but it's all for the good of the team.
So an 8-year vet, Frankie Luvu, commits a costly penalty for Washington. The Bengals line up in an I formation on 1st down and 10. They hand it off to Chase Brown. He follows Drew Sample into the hole, and he runs down to about the 40-yard line of Washington. Javon Kinlaw making the tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup for Chase Brown.
And the big reason for that 6-yard pickup was excellence on the backside. The backside did a good job of washing everything away. Front side did a fine job coming off the line of scrimmage, and they got it started, but that lane on the backside was big.
2nd and 4 at the Washington 40. Ball's close to the left hash. Higgins motions from right to left. Burrow throws, caught over the middle. Jamar Chase with the catch, and he'll pick up a first down for Cincinnati. He gains 11. Luvu and Marshawn Lattimore combining for the stop as the Bengals are methodically driving, looking to score a touchdown for the third time in as many drives with their starting offense on the field this preseason.
Commanders are playing a zone defense, and the linebackers get pretty good drops. I mean, they get good depth in their drops. Joe Burrow too good, though. He was better than the defense.
1st and 10 at the 29 of Washington. Burrow in the gun. Chase Brown to his left. Joe looks to pass. He flings it high and deep. Chase goes up at the 5. The pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty flag down as Noah Igbenogany made early contact.
Too bad, Noah.
Pass interference. Number 6, defense. Ball will be placed. Spot the foul. Automatic first down.
So the Bengals have entered the Miami University red zone. They have it 1st and goal after the penalty on Igbenogany.
Igbenogany with the coverage, too handsy. Got his hands on Jamar Chase even before he went vertical. Big key on that, Chase Brown. Great blitz pickup.
1st and goal from the 4. Double tight ends in for Cincinnati. They both line up to the right. Now Hudson goes in motion. Burrow drops back, looks to throw, passes into the end zone, incomplete, intended for Tanner Hudson, coming in on a slant from the right with safety Will Harris in coverage.
That's a pretty good throw there by Joe Burrow. It gave Tanner Hudson a great opportunity at that football, and Tanner Hudson will probably tell you, I should catch that. That's on me. Yeah, my quarterback believes in me. He gave me a chance. I got to come up with that football somehow.
Hudson had 2 touchdown catches last week, one from Joe Burrow, one from Desmond Ridder. First Bengal to have 2 touchdown catches in a preseason game in more than 25 years. Now a timeout is called by Washington.
Got to talk it over. Think it over. What is Zach Taylor going to do? What formation is he going to run? How many receivers will he have out on the football field in the low red zone? How many tight ends will he have on the football field in the low red zone? If you go load up with the tight ends, anything's possible. Can run it, can pass it with the tight ends in the passing game. Early chess match strategy going on here in this football game.
This will be the 7th play of the drive. The Bengals started from their own 42 after a nice kick return by Charlie Jones. They were helped by the pass interference call on Noah Igbenogany, and they have it 2nd down and goal from the 4. Burrow hands it off. Chase Brown goes low, and he does not get in. He's close. He's down to about the 1, where it'll be 3rd down and goal.
So the Bengals coaching staff once again, okay, let's go. Interior of the offensive line. We ran it up the gut, out in the field of play. But let's see what we got. Let's see if we cut the mustard here in the red zone and the low red zone. Let's hammer it up in there and see if we can move the Washington Commanders off the ball.
Ball spotted at the 2, so 3rd down and goal from the 2. Burrow under center. Joe drops back, looks right, nobody open, throws left. It is caught, but it's caught short of the goal line. Drew Sample with the catch. He is tackled at the 1, and I would imagine the Bengals will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quan Martin kept Drew Sample out of the end zone.
I agree with you, Dan. I think they'll go for it as well. I don't know about that route. I mean, it was an over route, tight end cross route, and Drew Sample. You know, I think by design, you want to get into the end zone while you're running that route. So if you make a catch, it's a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 1. Burrow in the shotgun. Chase Brown to his left. 3 receivers go out to the wide side right. Burrow waits for the football. He has it. He hands it off to Chase Brown, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Bengals touchdown.
Nice job up front. Nice job by Chase Brown getting his pads underneath everybody. Low man wins, particularly when you're in the low red zone. If you can get your pads under the opponent, you can burrow your way over the goal line into the end zone, just like Chase Brown did.
Boy, that was close.
Yeah, the tip of the ball, all it has to do, the tip of the ball has to just cross the tip the front of the goal line. And I think it did, and the officials agree.
Yeah, his body didn't, but the ball did.
Yeah.
He had it out in front of his chest. And so the Bengals starting offense has been on the field for 3 preseason possessions and scored 3 touchdowns.
And that was a good time-consuming drive there, too.
Here comes the extra point from Evan McPherson. He was perfect last week in Philly, and his PAT is good. A 58-yard touchdown drive to begin the game for Cincinnati with a couple of 4th down conversions. One on a penalty, and then the TD on 4th and goal from the 1. We'll take a timeout. 10:48 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Bengals is the score, and this is the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Hi, Kevin St. Clair here with my wife, Alyssa St. Clair.
After 3 generations, we're proud to say that we are over 70 years strong.
We're just one big family, so give us a call and let us show you why we are your home's trusted problem solvers.
Ray St. Clair Roofing. The easiest way to shop for an engagement ring is right here in Cincinnati. Richter & Phillips Jewelers has the Midwest's largest selection of loose diamonds, GIA certified diamonds, lifetime diamond upgrades, free 12-month ring insurance, and more. With more diamonds means more options at Richter & Phillips Jewelers.
Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota Camry, America's best-selling car. It's all hybrid all the time with available all-wheel drive. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on any new 25 Camry. Or lease a new Camry LE for just $279 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Want the inside scoop on your Cincinnati Bengals? Get exclusive access to the Bengals Booth podcast, hosted by Dan Horde, the voice of the Bengals. Every week we bring you the latest news, expert analysis, and game recaps you won't hear anywhere else. Hear from Bengals players, coaches, and special guests as we break down every play and key moment of the season. Whether it's post-game breakdowns or insider info, Bengals Booth keeps you in the loop. Don't miss a single episode. Listen to the Bengals Booth podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
United Electric has served the tri-state area for more than 60 years. For all your commercial and industrial electrical needs, call Rick Rebholz at 513-383-7547 or visit us online at unitedelec.com.
First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. The Bengals won the toss, took the ball, and promptly marched 58 yards on 9 plays. It took 4 minutes and 12 seconds. The touchdown coming on a 1-yard run on 4th and goal by Chase Brown. A couple of very costly penalties against Washington on the drive. Frankie Louvu jumping offside on 4th and 3. Then a 25-yard pass interference penalty on Noah Igbenogany. Gave the Bengals 1st and goal at the 4. Those details brought to you by ProLink. Together, they'll help you find your next job. Apply at ProLinkWorks.com.
Chase Brown, 16 yards on 5 carries. Not a dazzling yards per carry average, 3.1. But he rushed for that touchdown. He ran the ball very, very effectively, and he ran hard.
McPherson's kick fielded near the goal line by Demetric Felton, a former Bengals practice squatter. He crosses the 25 and gets to the 26, and that's where the Commanders' first drive of the game will begin. Shaka Hayward with a kick coverage tackle.
Let's see if the Bengals defense can step up. You got a 7-0 lead. The best thing you can do right now is make the Washington Commanders go 1, 2, 3 and out. Get the football back to your offense. That needs to, iron out some kinks still. But they, in spite of themselves and some of the mistakes they made, penalties and all, they did drive for the touchdown.
First-round draft pick Shamar Stewart starts at defensive end tonight. The first play is a reverse, and this is Deebo Samuel running for a first down and more. He crosses the 40 and gains 19 yards. Joseph Osai running down the former San Francisco 49er. Deebo Samuel to make the tackle.
Little trickeration to start the game off. They brought Deebo Samuel in motion, and they had a back in the backfield, fake the handoff to him. The ball had already been given off to Deebo Samuel.
Jaden Daniels is the quarterback. Chris Rodriguez at running back. They give it to him. Runs through a gigantic hole. He's down the right sideline. And Tyson Anderson saves the touchdown, shoving Rodriguez out of bounds at the 15. A 40-yard run on the second snap for Washington after Philly had a 38-yard run on its opening drive last week.
Boy, I'll tell you what, answer, how about right up the gut for 40 yards? That's an answer. That'll get your attention if you're a defensive player for the Bengals.
An abysmal start for Cincinnati's defense. 2 big plays for Washington. Daniels hands it off to Rodriguez, and this time he'll be tackled after a 1-yard gain at the 14-yard line. Cincinnati's front 4 tonight, I mentioned Shamar Stewart getting the start. TJ Slayton, Chris Jenkins, and Joseph Osai, the other guys up front.
It has to be at least mildly concerning that, like you said, Dan, a run busted for 40, a run busted for 36. I mean, really, in the first period, first quarter of both football games, that's a trend you don't want to set.
Logan Wilson and Demetrius Knight are the starting linebackers. Shotgun snap. Daniels with time. Now forced to scramble. Runs to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Pinballing his way through traffic for a 14-yard touchdown run.
Tell you what, he's clever. I'm telling you, he's a lot of the more talented quarterbacks in the National Football League now have unbelievable threat with their feet as well as their arm, and they can hurt you many ways. He hurt you there on the ground. Found a lane, said I'm going to abuse it, and he abused it all the way into the end zone.
He was the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year last year, and he ran for 891 yards in addition to what he did with his right arm. That's a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it took all of 4 plays. Matt Gay's extra point, good. And we are tied at 7. We'll take a timeout. 8:57 left in the first quarter. 7-all the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Join Ralph's American Grill Friday, September 12th for our 2nd annual End of Summer Bash, featuring a sunset drone and fireworks display. Families can enjoy live music, food trucks, bike night, and a motorcycle show, along with a dedicated kids activity zone. This event also includes raffles, door prizes, and dozens of local vendor booths. Our drone display boasts 350 combined aerial units presented by Rozzy Fireworks. Learn more about our upcoming events and monthly specials at ralphsgrill.com. Keep your summer fun going in a new Toyota RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through September 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 36 months with $36.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention Hamilton County military and veterans. Hamilton County Veterans Services and the County Commissioners invite you and your families to the 2025 Appreciation Day event at Sawyer Point this Saturday from 2 to 10 p.m. It's a day to celebrate you for your service. Enjoy music, family activities, a resource fair, food, fireworks, and more. Register and learn more at hcvsc.org/appreciation. That's hcvsc.org/appreciation. We'll see you there.
Catch up on all the highlights and expert analysis with Dave Lapham and Lance McAllister on Bengals Line. Monday nights from 6 to 9. Visit Bengals.com/listen for more information.
Fifth Third Better means your hometown bank partnering with your hometown team, the Cincinnati Bengals. To learn more, visit 53.com/Bengals. Well, I'm sure Fifth Third loves partnering with the Bengals offense, what they showed on their first drive. But the Bengals defense, 4 plays, 74 yards, give them a touchdown in a minute and 51 seconds. Come on, man. You got to do better than that.
Very similar to last week. The Bengals scored a touchdown on their opening drive, and the defense surrendered a 75-yard touchdown drive last week. This time it's 74 yards. And on that drive, there were 3 runs of 14 or more yards. A 14, a 19, and a 40. All on the ground.
That's ridiculous. That's inexcusable. I mean, that can't happen in the National Football League.
This kick is going to bounce, picked up on one hop by Samaje Perine. He throws his left shoulder into a defender and plows him over, but that defender did manage to get Samaje to the ground around the 23-yard line.
Well, that's the biggest contact, the most contact so far in this football game. Maybe that'll be a little bit of a wake-up call, a little motivator for the rest of the Bengals offensive and defensive players on the sideline. Got to have a wake-up call, get after it. The Washington Commanders are ready to play tonight.
Joe Burrow still in at quarterback, but Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are no longer in at wide receiver. Andre Yosivash and Mitch Tinsley are the wide receivers. Out of a pistol formation, it's a handoff to Perine. And after that jarring collision on the kick return, he doesn't go to the ground this time. He runs to about the 26, a gain of 3. Ale Cajol making the tackle for Washington.
Well, the interesting concept there, a run up the middle. They pulled 2 tight ends. Actually, one was in motion, Drew Sample. Then they pulled Noah Fant behind him, kind of like a little counteraction. They both turned it up inside between the guards to lead Perine up the hole.
Fant remains in. Sample is out. Charlie Jones is in as the Bengals have gone with 3 wide receivers. Taj Brooks lines up wide to the left. Here's a short throw. It's caught by Yosivash. There's a penalty flag down. Andre picks up the necessary yardage for a first down, but it's coming back.
Yeah, the Bengals have the proper number of men up on the line of scrimmage.
Offside, number 25, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay, second down.
So that was Taj Brooks lining up as the widest receiver to the left, and his helmet leaning forward was over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there's a neutral zone there, right at the football. Either side, both tips of the football. The football itself is a neutral zone right there at the line of scrimmage, and he had his helmet and chin in that neutral zone.
So that wiped out a first down connection to Andre Yosivash. Taj Brooks stays in the game. He lines up at running back to the left of Joe Burrow. Joe in the gun, and he'll look to throw. Burrow from the pocket. Lobs a screen, and an attempted one-handed catch by Taj Brooks is unsuccessful. It falls incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 12.
You know, the Bengals tonight performance so far, I think inconsistent would be a word to describe it. It'd be a kind word, I think. And, there's other words I could use, but I don't really want to use them on radio right now with younger listeners. But boy, I'll tell you what, too many penalties, too many missed assignments, extremely inconsistent performance so far.
Tinsley and Jones out to the right. Andre Yosivash out to the left. Tanner Hudson also in the game. Burrow catches a shotgun snap for protection. Breaks down. Burrow runs, spins around. Now going backward to the 10. He's in trouble, and he will be sacked inside the 5-yard line.
Wow.
They'll mark him down at the 4.
Well, Joe trying to make something out of nothing. Probably would have been wise to at some point during that journey as he was serpentining around to throw the ball past the line of scrimmage and take the incompletion. But being the competitor that he was trying to make a play, keep it alive, and get the ball down the field.
A 17-yard sack. Now Ryan Rico is in to punt. Jalen Lane, who has great speed, stands near the 50. The snap is chest high. Rico gets off the punt. Lane moving backward near the sideline, catches at the Washington 45. Runs into Bengals territory and gets tackled around the Cincinnati 44. A 51-yard punt by Ryan Rico, an 11-yard run back by Jalen Lane. Drew Sample making the tackle, and it'll be a good drive start for the Washington Commanders. We have a timeout, 6:45 left here in the first quarter. 7-7 the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
From packed stadiums to sold-out shows, Sports Illustrated Tickets puts you at the heart of the action. With over 50 million tickets to sports, concerts, and theater events worldwide, it's your go-to for unforgettable live experiences. Whether it's the 50-yard line, courtside, center stage, or anywhere in between, we've got your seats. Visit SITickets.com or download the app today. Sports Illustrated Tickets. Same seats, better prices. Fans deserve better.
Looking for the best internet service? Alta Fiber is the top-rated internet provider in Cincinnati, according to Ookla's speed test results. With speeds up to 3 gig and 99.99% network reliability, Alta Fiber is the easy choice. Don't settle for anything less than the best. For a limited time, get $50 off your first month when you bundle fiber internet and Fioptics Plus TV service for just $30 a month each. Sign up today at altafiber.com.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
At Kettering Health, we're devoted to you, walking alongside you on your journey to better health. Whether you're battling cancer, overcoming an injury, facing surgery, or just looking for a doctor who truly cares about you, we'll be a shoulder to lean on. We give everything so you can focus on keeping your world turning. Even if the unexpected happens, we're supporting you to be your best. Kettering Health. Find care now at ketteringhealth.org.
Cincinnati 7, Washington 7. We're about midway through the first quarter, 6:45 to go. Jaden Daniels started the game at quarterback for the Commanders, led the team on a 4-play, 74-yard touchdown drive that he ended with a 14-yard touchdown run. He just trotted into the locker room wearing a winter hat.
Yeah.
He has been replaced by 39-year-old Josh Johnson, a former Cincinnati Bengal. He wears the number 14. That's appropriate because he has played for an NFL record 14 teams. Washington has the ball in Cincinnati territory. The first play is a handoff, and it's going to pick up about 5 yards. Bill Krosky Merritt on the run. His real first name is Jacory. He goes by Bill, and he has been the sensation of the Washington Commanders training camp. So much so that their leading running back from last year, Brian Robinson, is not here tonight because he's being shopped. They're looking to trade him, and this Bill Krosky Merritt is a big reason why. Josh Johnson looks to throw. His pass caught for a first down at the Cincinnati 28-yard line. Josh Newton makes the tackle after the catch by Jalen Lane. It's a 12-yard pickup.
Well, they're 1 for 1 throwing the football for 12 yards because Jalen Daniels never threw the ball. No passes on the night. He did have that one rush for 14 yards and a touchdown. So super efficient in the running game, averaging 14 yards per lug in a score.
Bengals still have their starting defense on the field. Josh Johnson catches a high snap. It's a handoff, and look out. Off to the races, and on his way into the end zone is Bill Krosky Merritt. 27 yards, and the Bengals' run defense could not be any worse in the first quarter of this game.
No, they're giving up about 100 yards a carry. I mean, it really is crazy. They have been gashed. They have been stomped. They have been, I don't know, pick an adjective. I mean, they've been beaten silly. There's no doubt about it. The Washington Commanders have taken control of the line of scrimmage, and they're not going to give it up. They've already rushed for 100 yards. 106 yards rushing. First quarter's got 5 minutes and 36 seconds left.
And 6 carries.
Ridiculous.
Here comes the extra point by Gay. It is good. So the Bengals starting defense has been on the field for 4 preseason possessions, surrendered 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
Unbelievable. They gave up 17.7 yards per rush. 106 rushes for Washington. They have gashed them for big, big plays.
We'll take a timeout. 5:36 remaining here in the first quarter. It is Washington 14, Cincinnati 7 on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
A Fifth Third Better means we always put in 166.7% more effort.
Stats, huh? Two can play that game. In 2022, the Bengals broke their attendance record with over 67,000 fans.
Fifth Third gives you no hidden fees and free checking.
The Bengals won the game with the coldest wind chill ever, negative 59 degrees.
Fifth Third makes banking easy from the moment you sign up.
The Bengals are easy to cheer for.
Hooray! This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC. Visit 53.com/momentum for more information, including product restrictions and details.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix, guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. And you never compromise your appetite with our golden brown bread that's baked fresh in store. And you never compromise your wallet with our lower prices. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Bengals fans, the jungle awaits. Now's the time to join the Bengals season ticket wait list.
Claim your place on the wait list for just $150 per seat. You'll get first priority to purchase Bengals season tickets when they become available. Plus, get first access to single game tickets and playoff tickets while supplies last.
Some things are worth the wait. Join the season ticket wait list today and rule the jungle with us. Visit Bengals.com or call the Bengals ticket hotline at 513-621-8383.
Great coaches don't get buried in paperwork. They develop players. But many managers spend less than 10% of their time coaching teams. That's why the Cincinnati Bengals leave all things HR to Paycor. Paycor's HR and payroll software handles it all, from recruiting and onboarding to compliance and payroll, so leaders can drive business results. Just like the Bengals coaches here at Paycor Stadium, your manager should be coaching, not switching between disconnected HR systems. Learn more at Paycor.com.
Washington leads Cincinnati 14-7, 5:36 left in the first quarter. Washington is averaging 16.9 yards per offensive play, and they've mostly been runs.
Yeah.
This kickoff fielded at the 11 by Samaje Perine, charges up the far side numerals, makes it to the 30, and gets tackled there.
Like you said, Dan, I mean, almost 17 yards of play. One completion. They're 1 for 1 on the day for 12 yards. 7 rushes for 106 yards. 8 plays total, that is, for 118 yards, averaging out 16.9. That is ludicrous. That's ridiculous. Can't have it.
Joe Burrow still in there for Cincinnati. We were told the starters would play about the same as last week, which was 1 quarter. So Burrow in for at least 1 more series. I'm guessing this will probably be it. Out of a pistol, he hands it off to Taj Brooks. Nice jump cut to the right after you started running to the left, and he runs to the 36 for a 6-yard pickup. Nickel corner Noah Igbenogany making the tackle.
Another little misdirection, a slight misdirection, pulling a lineman anyway. You know, down blocking one way, pull a lineman behind those down block. And nice little move, good vision. And as you described, Dan, that jump cut was pretty extraordinary. I mean, he changed direction in a heartbeat.
5 minutes to go. First quarter. Cincinnati down 14-7 after the Bengals scored first. 2nd down and 4. The Bengals at their own 36. Burrow with a quick pass. Swings it out to the right flat. And Taj Brooks does not get back to the line of scrimmage. He's tackled for a 1-yard loss by safety Percy Butler. It's 3rd down and 5.
What a great job Percy Butler did in space. I mean, he had to fight off the block of Drew Sample and then make the tackle. And he did it. I mean, there was a lot of real estate there to take advantage of. And two Bengal players, a blocker and a runner with the football under his arm, could not do better or defeat one commander.
Samaje Perine in as a great pass protector on 3rd down and 5. The Bengals at their own 35. Burrow with a short drop, throws over the middle, caught by a wide open Andre Iosivas. And the former Princeton Tiger makes it to the 49-yard line for a 19-yard gain and a 1st down.
Man, he got tomahawk chopped during the course of that tackle, taken to the ground. Washington Commanders being very physical. They're doing more of the hitting out there. That ball was thrown on time and exceptionally accurate. Yossi makes the play.
Bobby Price with that tomahawk chop that you described. Bengals have a first down at their own 49. Brooks is the running back off the right hip of Burrow. They hand it off to the rookie out of Texas Tech. He spins forward for a decent gain, but there's a penalty flag behind the offensive line.
Holding, coming back. Unfortunate. Now you find yourself in first and a bunch.
Holding, number 64, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
They got Ted Karras at the center position, reaching out and touching someone, grabbing someone, and not letting go.
Lap, let's talk about the play of rookie third-round draft pick Dylan Fairchild. The folks at PFF graded him as one of the top guards in the NFL in the first week of the preseason.
How about that?
I believe he's number 4 among guards.
That's a nice start to your NFL career.
First and 20. Burrow fakes to Taj Brooks, swings it toward the left sideline. Charlie Jones unable to make the catch, and it's second and 20.
Boy, that was one of those deals where you wish you had handed it off. Taj Brooks, and I know the Washington Commanders defense, when they see he doesn't have the football, they kind of ease off on that aspect of things. But man, before they eased off, there was a gaping hole. If he was given the football, he probably would have picked up at least 10.
Second down and 20. The Bengals at their own 39-yard line. Burrow catches a shotgun snap, looks left, scans the field, under pressure. He is tackled and sacked. The ball comes out. There's a penalty flag down. Dietrich Wise with the sack. The fumble's recovered by Cincinnati.
Face mask? I wonder. I wonder when he got grabbed and
horse
spun
collar?
around. Yeah, horse collar, face mask, something of that ilk. Going to protect the quarterback, no question about it. It's being discussed.
Personal foul, horse collar tackle, number 91 of the defense. The quarterback was outside the pocket. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the Bengals catch a break. Instead of being third and forever, they get a first down on the horse-collared penalty on Dietrich Wise. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow has been sacked twice, and this is what you are desperately hoping to avoid when you play him in the preseason.
Absolutely. You get your number ones out there, working with him, protecting him. Protection has not been up to snuff.
Bengals have a first down at the 46 of Washington. Burrow to throw. Pump fakes. Begins scrambling right. Here comes the rush, and he chucks it out of bounds. Thank heavens.
And the protection was fine that snap. He had plenty of time to throw the football. There was no pressure. He did get out of pocket, though. The clock in his head went off, and he decided he better get out of pocket. Couldn't really tell what was coming on his backside, his blind side. But the pass protection has been too inconsistent for the offensive line today, and it's got Joe Burrow a little jittery.
He was 9 for 10 last week. He's just 4 for 9 so far in this game. Second down and 10 at the 46 of the Commanders. Cincinnati down 14-7. 2:39 left first quarter. Burrow catches a shotgun snap, hands it off. Taj Brooks going nowhere. Trying to run left. Jalen Rivers is in on the offensive line. He was there as a 6th offensive lineman, and the play gained 3 yards.
Yeah, they loaded up, muscled up, having the extra lineman in a power formation. Big third down right here. The Bengals have been very inconsistent in that area as well. They have not done a good enough job. They've done a better job on fourth down than on third down.
Third down and 7 at the 43 of Washington. Burrow has 2 receivers out to each side of the formation. Samaje Perine next to him to block. Shotgun snap. Quick throw out to the left. Caught by Tanner Hudson. Grabbed by the left foot and tackled short of the first down. I want to make a quick correction. Jalen Rivers was not a 6th offensive lineman on the previous play. He has replaced Lucas Patrick at right guard.
Now you wonder if that's injury related or ineffective play related. I think it might be more of the injury concern.
I would think so.
Yeah, I think it's not like he was getting smoked snap after snap at the right guard position, but He was physically struggling a little.
4th and 3. The Bengals line up to go for it again. Burrow catches a shotgun snap. Quick pass. Caught by Charlie Jones. Still on his feet. And he runs for the first down to the 25-yard line of Washington. That is the third 4th down conversion in the first quarter for the Bengals, and a 14-yard gain for Chuck Sizzle.
They struggled on 3rd down, but they have been perfect on 4th down. I mean, 4th down has been their money down. There is no question about it. Let's see if they can finish this. They're on the cusp of the red zone as we speak.
So the starting guards are both rookies drafted this year. Dylan Fairchild on the left side, Jalen Rivers on the right. 1st and 10 after that 4th down conversion. Burrow's pass caught by Taj Brooks. He'll be tackled just shy of the 20. It was 1st and 10 at the 26. Cahill making the tackle. And the Bengals picked up 4 yards on the play.
Pretty sure tackle in space right there. Could not turn up the football field toward the middle of the football field to pick up additional yards.
3 seconds left in the first quarter. Burrow waits for a shotgun snap, trying to draw Washington offside. The Commanders did not bite, and the first quarter comes to an end. At the end of one, Washington 14, Cincinnati 7. Here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Bengal fans, Bengals Luxury Suites provide a great view of the action while offering an unparalleled combination of features and amenities. With limited inventory available, visit Bengals.com/suites to get yours today.
Get to Miami Valley Gaming on Saturday, August 30th for a chance to win a Mercedes or $45,000.
Must be 21. Ohio Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-589-9966 or visit org.ohio.gov. Ready to take a break? Visit timeoutohio.com.
It's okay, Daddy's here. Rockabye baby on the treetop. Josh Allen beat Daddy's team and really went off. When the game ends, Daddy's ranking will fall. And Jerkface Bill will win Fantasy League trophy and all.
Hon, have a Snickers.
Thanks.
And maybe take a break from the league chat.
You're distracted when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Dang, did I just miss a big play?
Big play? Nah, I just had the perfect bite of a super pretzel.
Perfect bite?
Yeah, you know the one where the salt collects in the knot and the tangy mustard cools off the warm, soft goodness? No, wait. Now that was the perfect bite.
Where'd you get that?
The super pretzel? Yeah, I picked up a box at my grocer's freezer. Yeah, I like to bring that big game flavor with me everywhere.
I'm thinking about grabbing one.
I'm still thinking about that bite. Super pretzels, soft pretzels.
Second quarter here at Northwest Stadium. The score 14-7. Washington leading Cincinnati. The Bengals have the ball. 2nd down and 6 at the 21-yard line of Washington. Bengals have had a change on the offensive line. Their starting right guard, Lucas Patrick, out. Jalen Rivers replacing him. Just saw that the blue medical tent was up, but I did not see if Lucas Patrick was in it or exited it.
Right.
Burrow waits for a shotgun snap on the first play of the second quarter. He will throw. His pass toward the far sideline, caught at the 11 by Andre Yosibash, and he muscles his way down to the 9 for a 12-yard gain and a first down. The Bengals will have it 1st and goal from the 9 inside the Miami University red zone.
Yes, in the low red zone to boot. Yosivash ran a great route there because, it's in the red zone. And when he caught the football, there's 2 or 3 yards of separation in the little comeback route that he ran. He stuck his foot in the ground and just cut violently back toward the football. 2 catches for 26 yards to Yoshi.
1st and goal just inside the 10. The The Bengals line up in a pistol with Taj Brooks behind Joe Burrow. It's a run to the right for Taj Brooks. There's a penalty flag down behind the defense. Taj Brooks tackled at the line of scrimmage.
And Orlando Brown looks over there at the official like, you're not calling me. He called holding on the Washington Commanders. Let's see what that official saw. Yep, on Washington.
Holding, defense, number 91, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So unusual call on a defensive end, Dietrich Wise, who was guilty of the horse collar tackle earlier on this drive when it would have been 3rd down and 28 and gifted Cincinnati a first down.
Makes sense now that's why Orlando Brown was looking at the official. He's like, you can let him do that? 4th penalty on the Commanders, all on the defensive side of the football. They shot themselves in the foot. I mean, they've hurt themselves. The Bengals have done some damage, but the Commanders have done more damage to themselves.
1st and goal from the 5 for Cincinnati. The Bengals go empty. Burrow to throw. His pass into the end zone is caught by Charlie Jones in the back right corner of the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice job, Charlie. Good route. A little crosser across the toward the back line of the end zone, and showed some good speed there. Separation. Ball's arrival. He had about a 2-yard opening on any defender. Tremendous route. Good route. Good recognition of the coverage, the zone coverage in the end zone.
Man, what a throw.
Yeah, it was a dime. Dropped the dime.
He threw it over a leaping defender and then in between 2 others into the hands of Charlie Jones. The extra point is good by Evan McPherson, and the Bengals have tied the game after a 12-play, 70-yard touchdown drive. It ends on a 5-yard pass. Joe Burrow to Charlie Jones. We'll take a timeout. 13:54 remaining in the half. 14 all the score on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Football fans, Mike Castrucci Ford in Milford and Mike Castrucci Ford Lincoln of Alexandria, they are your source for Ford Super Duty pickup trucks. F-250, F-350, even F-450. If it says Super Duty, it's on sale right now. Ford employees and retirees, we welcome your A and Z plan business. Ford Super Duty pickup trucks, they are on sale right now at Mike Castrucci Ford.
Take advantage of AE Door and Windows sale on Clopay garage doors.
Now to the end of August, save up to 10% on models like Bridgeport and up to 15% on Coachman and other premium lines.
Extend your outdoor living with a new awning.
Save up to 15% on Summer Space products.
It's also a great time to upgrade your windows.
Provia windows, sliders, even entry doors are all up to 15% off. Now to the end of August.
Learn more at aedoorsales.com.
We sell the best and service the rest. AE.
United Electric has served the tri-state area for more than 60 years. For all your commercial and industrial electrical needs, call Rick Rebholz at 513-383-7547 or visit us online at unitedeldc.com.
Bengals fans, a limited number of single-game tickets are available for all home games this season.
Be part of one of the most exciting atmospheres in sports. There is nothing like experiencing Bengals football live in Paycor Stadium.
Avoid those high fees on the secondary market. Go to Bengals.com/tickets and grab your seats before they're gone. Come rule the jungle with us.
14 all the score. 1 minute and 6 seconds into the second quarter. I think it's safe to assume that Joe Burrow's evening is finished, and if so, he went 9 for 14 for 62 yards with a touchdown and a passer rating of 97.9. He completed his last 5 passes of the night, including a touchdown strike to Charlie Jones. Over one defender and in between 2 others. It was a great throw.
Yeah, over the linebackers and amongst the defensive backs. He found a hole in between 2 defensive backs, just dropping a superlative dime to Joe Burrow.
McPherson ready to kick it off from the 35. Kashmir Allen and Demetric Felton are the returners. This is a very high spinning end-over-end kick. Allen catches near the 5. Runs to the 20. Middle of the field, 25. Looks to cut back and gets brought down around the 30-yard line. A 23-yard run back. DJ Ivy making the kick coverage tackle for Cincinnati.
12 plays on that touchdown drive. 12 snaps, 70 yards. 6 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock. Charlie Jones now has 2 catches, 18 yards, including that touchdown reception.
The Bengals starters on defense are out. They were in for 2 series, and they were not very good.
No.
Josh Johnson remains the quarterback. Chris Rodriguez lines up behind him. High snap caught by Johnson. It's a run to the right, and a big gain for Rodriguez. 10 yards on the first down run.
Man, I'll tell you what, the Washington Commanders, their offensive coaches, particularly their offensive line coach, he had a goal going into tonight's game, and that was to come off the football fast and furious. And the Bengals have done nothing to alter that charge by the Commanders.
Make that a 9-yard run for Rodriguez. So second down and 1.
Whoa.
Snap is mishandled, and Johnson has to fall on the ball back at the 30. That's an 8-yard loss on the play. The Bengals catch a break as Johnson was not able to handle the snap, and it turns out to be a big loss without the Bengals having to do anything.
Yeah, unforced error. You know, I mean, you talk about shooting yourself in the foot. Man, you just gave away 8 big yards right there to the Bengals defense.
It was just a high snap.
Yeah.
Johnson wasn't able to catch it cleanly, so it's 3rd down and 9 as a result. The veteran quarterback waiting for a shotgun snap. Johnson has it. Fades back to the 20. Fires over the middle. It is caught for the first down. Fired a BB to Jalen Lane, who made the catch. He gets tackled by DJ Ivy after a 16-yard pickup on 3rd down and 9.
Just ran a nice route, and protection was extraordinary. Vision totally unimpeded. And he just ran a super route, got to the inside, made an easy catch.
Jeremy McNichols in at running back. They throw him a short pass, turns upfield, and gets brought down at the 49-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain. One of the more successful snaps for the Bengals on defense so far tonight. Undrafted rookie corner Braylon Lux making the tackle.
And Jalen Davis was the defensive player that made the tackle on the prior snap. Got a bunch of young defensive backs in there fighting for their lives to make the roster, Dan.
Rodriguez back in at running back. 2nd down and 7. Draw play handoff to him. Big hole up the middle. And he'll run for the first down. Barrett Carter making the tackle after an 8-yard run for Chris Rodriguez. Cincinnati's run defense consistently being gashed tonight.
Yeah, on that particular play, that draw play, everybody took the easy path. Instead of staying in their gap responsibility, they took an edge. They took the outside. Big lanes to run through.
115 rushing yards so far for Washington.
Crazy.
Johnson drops back to throw. Has lots of time. Fires over the middle, and it's a catch. And a good one. It's short of the first down. Former Viking KJ Osborne with the catch. Looks like he's about a yard short.
That was a contested catch. I mean, it was bang, bang. Ball hits hands, squeeze them, because here comes the contact. Pretty good contact as well. That's just a good effort right there, securing the football after putting the squeeze on it.
2nd and 1 at the Cincinnati 34. Here's a handoff. And not a big gain on the play, but Chris Rodriguez does get the necessary yard, and another one to boot. 3-yard gain overall. It's 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 31.
This is a methodical drive here by the Washington Commanders, answering the Bengals, who answered the 14-7 deficit with a touchdown. And here comes Washington right back down the field, right in the face of the Bengals defense again.
With 16-year veteran Josh Johnson at quarterback, a former Bengals backup behind Andy Dalton. It's a run play to the right for Rodriguez. And lo and behold, he is stopped near the line of scrimmage. Oren Burks, who won a Super Bowl ring last year with Philly, going low to make that tackle. No gain on the play.
Oren Burks fighting his tail off for a roster spot. He's going to have to impress the coaches in a very short time frame here. He's going to have to make some plays. He's going to have to do something to draw attention to himself.
Clock is running with 9:22 left in the half. 14 all to score. Washington has it to Cincinnati 30. Johnson catches a shotgun snap, drops straight back to throw, fires for the end zone, intercepted.
Nice.
Just shy of the goal line, picked off by Tyson Anderson, and he goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Well, that was an ill-advised throw. Tyson Anderson looked like he was the only player within 5 yards of that football. I don't know if there was an error at the route that was run, but the intended receiver was draped by coverage. I mean, coverage was all over him. Tyson Anderson looked like the intended receiver. I mean, he had nobody to challenge him. Nobody was in his way as he took a clear path to the football.
So the Bengals will take over at their own 2 when we come back. 14 all to score. 9:09 left in the second quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network.
Don't let an accident ruin your summer. If you've been injured, Postman Law is here to help with clarity and compassion. Call 844-POSTMAN to get started fighting your case. That's 844-POSTMAN. With over $3 billion recovered for their clients, the Postman Law team fights relentlessly to make your legal journey as stress-free as possible. You deserve to enjoy your summer. If you've been injured, call Postman Law at 844-POSTMAN today.
My name is Toph, T-O-P-H, and recently I negotiated massive tax relief for a former Cincinnati football star. My playbook worked to perfection, and the IRS was left watching as my celebrity client ran free into the end zone and celebrated with tears of joy pouring down his face. Imagine the freedom if your massive IRS problem was resolved permanently. Now stop procrastinating and visit 513toph.com, 513toph.com. Don't live in fear. Toph is here.
Gear up like the pros at the Bengals Pro Shop, a Fanatics experience. From jerseys and sideline apparel to hats, accessories, and exclusive team merch, the Bengals Pro Shop has everything you need to rep the orange and black. Visit us on the plaza level at Paycor Stadium's north end zone or shop anytime online at shop.bengals.com. Game day or every day, show your stripes in style with great gear from the Bengals Pro Shop. See us today at shop.bengals.com.
Bengals win, you win. Celebrate the win with Who Day Tuesday and score a BOGO. Buy any large sub and get any small sub free at Penn Station. Offer valid in-store at participating locations.
Cincinnati 14, Washington 14. 9:09 left in the second quarter here on the First Star Logistics Bengals Radio Network. And we remind you that you can watch your Bengals this season on the NFL on CBS, streaming on Paramount Plus. Jake Browning takes over at quarterback. The Bengals have it at their own 2 after the interception by Tyson Anderson. It's a first down handoff. Taj Brooks leaps forward, trying to get a little breathing room for the offense, and he got a little, but not much.
Tyson Anderson makes one of the biggest plays of the game, if not the biggest, a red zone interception. And I mean, it was when he hit the actual interception that he made, the play was snapped in the red zone, but intercepting the football at the 2-yard line is very, very low red zone. A red zone turnover by the Commander offense is a killer.
3 yards on that first run by Taj Brooks. Now Browning rolls right, throws a pass. It is caught, and Charlie Jones is going to pick up a first down. So Charlie had a couple of huge catches on the last drive. He converted on 4th down, then caught the touchdown pass, and now he helps the Bengals pick up a first down after they started a drive at the 2, then got a first down at the 15.
And the first goal is to punch out a bad field position. Get out of inside your own 20-yard line. You don't want to snap the football inside your own 20 many reps.
Jake Browning under center on 1st and 10. It's a stretch run to the right for Taj Brooks. And Taj picks up a couple of yards out to the 17. Sheldon Day, former Notre Dame standout, making the tackle. Officially a 3-yard gain for Taj Brooks.
There's only been one turnover in the football game. Washington Commanders find themselves -1 because of that outstanding interception that Tyson Anderson made. It really was an easy play, though. I mean, the ball was right in his hands, right in his face mask. He had to catch that football.
The Bengals' backup offensive line is in, although Jalen Rivers remains on the field at right guard. Here's a run up the gut for Taj Brooks. He refuses to go down and keeps getting pushed and shoved from behind until he makes it across the 20. It's still short of the first down. It's going to be third down and about 4.
Big old rugby scrum going on there. A lot of pushing, a lot of big bodies. Everybody forming a big pile, mass of humanity in the middle of the football field right there.
And a penalty has been called on Cincinnati that's going to move it back. Illegal motion. Second down and 12 as a result. Jackson Kirkland, now the left tackle for Cincinnati. Jake Browning to throw. His pass caught by Mitch Tinsley, who spent the last 2 years here in Washington. Played a little bit 2 years ago. Spent last year in the practice squad, and he picks up a first down, a 12-yard gain out to the 25. Percy Butler made the stop.
Tinsley, a captain selected by Zach Taylor. We know and appreciate what Zach Taylor does, Dan, particularly in these preseason games. You know, rewarding players that were born in the area, some kind of a tie to the